Hi, I am Plarn Dude. My real name is Aaron Ingebrigtsen, but I like to call myself Plarn Dude because I love making Plarn sleeping mats for the homeless. I've made 90 Plarn sleeping mats so far, and I'm going to make Plarn today. Plarn means plastic yarn. So now you know. I make plastic yarn out of shopping bags. First thing we'll need, scissors. I made a holster to keep my scissors in, so my scissors don't cut things that I don't want them to cut, including myself. It always hurts when I cut myself. There we go. I also need a bottle to stuff plastic bits into. This is getting pretty full. I can't stuff it any more efficiently for some reason. I don't know. I tried. First, I fluff out my bag. Then I grab a corner of the bottom and pull on it to straighten it. Do the same thing on the other side, straighten it. Now I've got a straightened bottom. Then I fold it in half along the bottom and along the whole bag from the bottom. Then I fold it in half again, kind of flatten it out so it looks like this. Then I fold it sort of in half up to the point where the bottom bit reaches where the handles attach. I don't want the handles. I want to get rid of the handles. And I want to get rid of the bottom simultaneously. So I cut the bottom and the handles off. Now I have plastic bits. I stuffed the plastic bits into a plastic bottle, which is really full. Get in there. There you go. Now I cut along the midsection where I folded it. Then I fold it in half again, and I cut along that midsection, like that. Now I should have 4 good strips ready to be added together to make Plarn. And I test each one before I add it, and hopefully I test it well enough. I hate having to cut them off when they break. I hate when they break after I've actually added them. So annoying. Oh, and my breasts hurt 24/7 because I have gynecomastia. Sounds like fun, huh? And nobody's watching, nobody cares, whatever. I don't care. I'm still gonna keep doing this. I'm a Plarn. Plarn. Lots and lots of Plarn. People donate bags, and I make Plarn. I've got Marco Polos to watch or listen to. I like using the Marco Polo video chat app, and my family uses it to record stuff. But right now I'm busy making this Plarn. So after I've added this, I'm gonna put on my headphones and start up Marco Polo. Okay? You don't care because you're not watching. Okay, cool. Practically everybody on Twitch is streaming video games. Well, I'm too busy making these Plarn sleeping mats to be playing video games. I'm sorry, guys. I'm too boring. Alright, where's my headphones? Battery low? But I thought I just charged it. Fine then. Now it's charging. I'll have to use different headphones. So, I know. I'll use my sunglasses. Really dark in here, but sunglasses are cool. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see something with it. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the words. Anyway, sunglasses are also headphones in this case. Ha! It's too quiet. It's far too quiet. I can't. Alright. I'm giving up on this. It's too quiet. What you doing? Okay, now you're turning off. It was a fun idea for a while, but I can't hear. Alright. Time to switch to a third option. Ow! Ow! Found it. These are Tozo A1. What's it say? Trunk. No, true. I don't know. It's kind of faded from being messed with. Tozo. There we go. Okay. Back to making black. yellow. That's rare. Digital coupons available on our app. Dollar General. Huh. streamboo.com. I want to buy AI stream viewers. That's dumb. Sorry, no. I'm not gonna pay to have AI watch my videos. Real people watch my videos. Real people don't watch my videos. There, no Minecraft today. I got lots and lots of bags to turn into. So, I'm busy. Busy. I know it's boring. Sorry. How are you doing? That's good. I'm glad you're doing okay. Everybody's got challenges. My sister was just telling me in my ear she had to replace her refrigerator because the ice maker broke. It stopped making ice. And it stopped pumping out water from the fridge. And she and the kids are like really hot. So they need lots of ice to cool. So out with the old, in with the new. I gave up on trying to do streaming from my tablet. It's just a nightmare. Just doesn't want to do it. So now I'm just using my Chromebook. And the charging port on my tablet is finicky. It's like come loose from its soldering joints. And I don't trust myself to solder anything with soldering done. So I'm not going to take apart the tablet and try to resolder it. I just jam the power cable in there and make it start charging. And my Fire tablet died. I don't know why. It's a brick. So my Android tablet is my only tablet functioning. Yeah, thanks. Have you tried Nextdoor, the app or the website? I had a hard time with them deleting posts for no good reason at all. I got so mad at them. They kept taking down my posts, claiming that they're spam. I'm like, one video of like an hour or two a day is not spam. Okay, I grew up in the internet generation. I grew up without internet and then got into the internet. Okay, so I know spam. Spam is when somebody purposely just fills up the screen with crap. And everybody's like, stop spamming the channel! Stop spamming! So like one video posted a day? That's not spam. I'm so ticked off with them. So I'm not posting anything on Nextdoor anymore. Nextdoor can kick rocks. posted my thoughts about politics and stuff, and people reported my posts as being misinformation. I'm like, what misinformation? What are you talking about? I'm talking about how I feel and what I think. That's my perspective. I'm not telling people objective facts that are wrong. People can disagree with each other about all sorts of things, but disagreement does not mean misinformation. If I tell you that the sky is cloudy and there isn't a cloud in the sky, that's misinformation. If I tell you that it's hot outside and it's 85 degrees, and to you that's not very hot, but to me that's very hot, it's a matter of perspective. I have a heart condition, and being in the heat is bad for me. It causes my heart to misbehave really badly. So 85 degrees is no bueno for me. But for other people, they're like, whatever, 85. So I don't tell people my opinions as if they are objective facts. I tell people how I feel, what I think, and I tell them, this is what I think. This is my opinion. And you can disagree if you want to. I don't care. But for somebody to go, well, that's misinformation, that really pisses me off. No, it's not. Yeah. Very weird. Not spam at all. Yeah. So, after them just screwing with me, I was like, screw it. I'm abandoning my Plarn Dude page and my Plarn Dude group on Nextdoor. Unless somebody from Nextdoor says, oh, we're sorry, we'll make a change to how we do things. No, I'm not going to get on Nextdoor anymore. Screw it. And if people only use Nextdoor for, like, finding lost animals or whatever, that's okay. But if I'm not going to be getting on Nextdoor on a regular basis, then I'm not going to be able to help them find their lost animals or whatever, right? So for Nextdoor to screw with people and piss people off and make people leave the platform means that the rest of the people aren't going to be able to get the help they need from the neighbors. Right? Oh yes, people are very sensitive to opinions. Like I was explaining that communism is not what people have been told. That the propaganda brainwashing people have been getting for my entire life is completely wrong. There has never been a single communist country in the entire world. Why? Because communism is defined as a stateless community. No state means no country, means no government, no police, no laws. That's actual communism. That's the actual definition. I've read Karl Marx. I've read what he wrote. And that's what he wrote. He said this is what communism is. And for those countries that are run by communist leadership, like China, those countries are socialist countries. Socialism is supposed to be the transition between what's there already and the communist system that hopefully will be created later. The problem with this transition is that nobody has a solid plan for getting rid of the socialism and just being communist. Once they switched everything to socialism, they just kept doing socialism because they liked the power. They're like, ooh, we have power, we have stuff, we can do things now that we weren't able to do before. I'm against that. I'm against state socialism. I want communism. I want community. People taking care of each other, people helping each other without having to have a government controlling people's lives. And I was like being attacked by people on Nextdoor for that. Like, go read. Yeah, that's because I have to click on each message. I'm sorry. I, I click on it when I notice it. I can't pay the $20 or whatever it is you want for um, for StreamYard to do that stuff automatically. It's too expensive. Where did this bottle go? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. StreamYard wants me to pay them money to be able to put messages on the screen automatically. So, yeah. When I see the message, I click on it. Sorry. It's nice to have somebody to chat with. So thanks for coming on and chatting with me. So many people are convinced that the left wants to destroy freedom and destroy the country. And I'm like, no, they don't. And so many people are convinced that the right wants to destroy the country and destroy freedom. I'm like, no, they don't. The vast majority of people on both sides of the spectrum want to do things differently, but they care about freedom. They care about this country. They care about the United States of America. They care about their loved ones. They care about their homes. They care about their community. Uh, why can't we just get along? Why is that hard? It's the extremists that we have to be opposed to. We have to tell people, hey, stop being extreme. Be calm. We can figure things out. And we can disagree with each other without trying to tear each other some new holes. These earbuds keep falling out of my ears. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I understand only wanting to do writing. My problem with trying to write with a tablet or a phone is I will often pick the wrong letters with my finger. And I'm hunt and peck on the screen. I would much rather type with all my fingers on a keyboard. So when I want to really write something, I use my Chromebook. Like when I want to write paragraphs or pages, yeah, real keyboard. I can get a Bluetooth keyboard and hook that to my tablet, but I would rather use my Chromebook. A lot of people really hate Chromebooks for some reason. I mean, they have limitations, of course, but there are some things that do really well. I never have to worry about a virus or a hacker getting into my Chromebook and messing it up. And if somehow something does get messed up, it's really easy to just do a fresh restart. Just clean it out and boot up and get back to normal. And it's not time wasting. It's not a huge problem. I also have a MacBook Air that keeps overheating. I can't keep the thing cool enough. I took the bottom plate off of the MacBook Air and just sat it on the cooling stand that I got with 5 fans built into it, and it's still not keeping it cool enough. It'll keep it cool for maybe a couple hours or something, and then it just slows down to nothing. It just crawls. And then I have to tell it to shut down. And telling it to shut down takes forever. The mouse will just sluggishly crawl across the screen. And then I will select the Apple menu, and I'll wait and wait for the menu to drop down. And then I'll crawl the mouse down to shut down command and click that, and it'll go telling me that it selected that, and then I'll have to wait and wait, and then it finally comes up with a little pop-up that says what it's going to do. It's going to shut down the computer, and it wants me to decide whether to have it remember what I was doing to bring that up after I boot up again or not. And I tell it, okay, remember what you were doing. And I crawl that mouse across the screen again to the shutdown button. Shut down. And then it takes forever for the thing to shut down. And once it finally shuts down, I'm like, it's not going to burn itself out. Good. And then I switch to my Chromebook. Man, it sucks being poor. I spent, I think it was like 8 months paying for the computer, the Apple MacBook Air in installments. And it's an old used system, so I had to do some shenanigans to get it to install a modern version of macOS because it didn't want to. It wanted to keep the old version of macOS, so I got the macOS updated. Woohoo! But the thing is just so hot. It does not cool itself. And I'm thinking of attaching heat sinks to the main processor that will stick out underneath the computer. Is that dangerous to do that? I don't know, but how else am I going to cool the dang thing? It's so hot. If only I had a miniature air conditioner that I could just blow directly at the computer's input port, the air input, and provide the cooling it needs. But I don't. I can't. It's too expensive. Oh, that reminds me. I see ads all the time of how affordable things are. This is so affordable. This car is so affordable. This house is so affordable. I'm like, affordable to who? Not me. And people say, well, you have to give up your privacy so that uh, they can direct ads at you. And I'm like, well, they're not doing that at all. They just shove random ads at me, and they're not things that I want. Even if I had the money to do it, they're not things that I want. Trying to sell houses to me, trying to sell cars to me. I don't want that. Even if I had $1 trillion sitting in a bank account, there are a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that they advertise to me that I am not interested in. I do not want. I would love to have a vehicle designed and built by the Amish that will last and last for generations. All you have to do is keep it maintained and replace things that break. And replacing things that break would be easy. Repairs would be easy. It would be a simple vehicle that just does what I needed to do, taking me from point A to point B and back again, and keeping me alive. I need air conditioning. This is freaking Mesa, Arizona. It's too hot. I see. You got a keyboard attachment for your tablet. Yeah. I had a tablet that completely stopped working that had a built-in keyboard, and I liked that. It was an Android tablet with a built-in keyboard. I was like, this is really cool. And then the tablet just bricked itself. I really hate that. Designed obsolescence. Nearly everything that I have will just stop working within a couple of years. And then I have to get something else. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it. But what can I do? Eventually, my tablet is going to brick itself. It's just going to stop working. And I'll have to use Plarn or something to buy another tablet and pay installments. A lot of people have told me, oh, you can just work from home. I'm like, yeah, there's a difference between being able to sit at a computer and type or talk or whatever and being able to compete for a living. Okay? You have to convince an employer to want to hire you. You have to look better. You have to seem better than all the other applicants because the job market is an employer's market. The employers have all the power. The employers are flooded with people trying to get a job, and they don't have nearly enough jobs for everybody. So I cannot compete. I have medical issues. I have problems. I can only sit in this chair for a certain amount of time before it's too painful. And I can't sit at a computer desk for crying out loud. Those work chairs, agony. No. There's no way I can get a job. And people say, well, why don't you sell your Plarn sleeping mats? I'm like, that would defeat the purpose of creating them. The purpose of these Plarn sleeping mats is to help the homeless, who often don't have money. They're poor. That's why they're homeless. Dang it, these things keep falling out of my ears. So no, I don't sell mats to people who probably wouldn't be able to afford whatever I charge for them. If I were creating things at home for a living and not on disability and SSI and stuff, I would have to charge a lot of money for each thing that I make because it takes a long time to make these things. Right now, I'm making Plarn. I'm making lots and lots of Plarn from all the bags that have been given to me. People give me bags. I don't buy them. So right there, I would be profiting off of people giving me stuff. I don't think that's right. So no, I'm not going to sell these mats. If I'm going to be selling mats, I'm going to be buying the products that I turn into mats. I'm going to be charging a fair amount based on how much work goes into it. And I'm going to be working real hard to earn a living selling mats. But that would, again, defeat the purpose of making the mats. A lot of people create some really interesting things and sell them on Etsy. I suppose I could create beanies and sell them on Etsy. I don't know. But my focus is really on Plarn sleeping mats. I wish that everybody had a job and could get a home and could get off of any reliance on sleeping mats like what I make. It would put me out of a job basically. But then I could focus on doing other things instead of making sleeping mats out of Plarn. I suppose these could also be used as blankets. They do have a warming effect. Like right now, all this pile of Plarn in front of me that I've been making is making my legs pretty hot. I think I'm going to put away all this Plarn soon. Yeah. I'm gonna finish making Plarn out of the bags that's in this garbage bag. And then I'm gonna put the Plarn away. It's a bit frustrating when these break. But it's better to test them and break them. There goes my earbud again. It's better to test them and break them before attaching them than to have them break after attaching them. My sister was just saying in my ear that she wants to do bookkeeping, and she's taking a course, and it keeps going into accounting. And she's like, I don't want to do that. I just want to do bookkeeping. I'm like, wait, I thought bookkeeping is synonymous with accounting. I mean, what? Accounting is keeping track of money. Bookkeeping is keeping track of money. Uh, how are they different? I guess to be a professional accountant is one thing, and not being a professional accountant is another thing. You have to have a license and stuff with the state board or something. But the act of accounting, the things that you're actually doing, that's keeping track of money. They won't stay in my ears. They wiggle their way out. Maybe someday somebody will figure out how to create biomechanical things, and I can have earbuds that are actually earbugs that crawl into my ears and pump music or whatever into my eardrums. And if they start to wiggle out of my ear, they'll automatically crawl back into my ear. Yeah. I got a couple of ear bone things. Hang on the ear and put sound into the back of the ear instead of into the earlobe inside the ear. And they would just fall off my ears. They wouldn't stay put either. It's annoying. I know. I can put my headphones over my earbuds, even though they're still charging, and it'll keep my earbuds from falling out of my ears. There. Okay. Have a great day. See ya. Yay, no more bags in the garbage bag. So that can be used for garbage later. Okay. Throw away my scissors. I'm gonna pull in my Plarn, and I'll teach you what I'm doing. First, I wrap the Plarn around my thumb a few times. Not too tight. I want it to be a kind of disc shape. See? Kind of a flat disc shape. Then I start wrapping around the disc at a completely different angle. And I turn and wrap it, turn and wrap it, turn and wrap it. I'm gonna keep doing this, wrapping and rotating, until it becomes something like a ball. When it gets more ball-like, it becomes more difficult to keep Plarn from slipping off. And that's when I change my angle. Okay, I'm gonna change my angle to more like this, on the edge of the ball, like thing. Wrap and rotate, wrap and rotate, wrap and rotate. Let's keep going and going and going. Oh, and I'm keeping my thumb inside the core so it doesn't collapse the core, because later I'm going to pull from the inside of the core for a center pull. That's what it's called. You see how it's forming a kind of flat feature? This is called a Plarn cake, because it's shaped sort of cake-like. I learned this when I found out about yarn cakes. I was like, what? And I found out that there's a yarn winder that makes yarn cakes. I'm like, okay. So I bought a yarn winder, and now I make yarn cakes when I'm making beanies. I like yarn cakes. And when I'm making mats, I make yarn cakes. Oh, come on now. Behave, Plarn. No. Stop slipping. There we go. I'm gonna put this bit of Plarn under another bit of Plarn. Uh-oh. No, it's slipping off. I don't want it to slip off. Stop slipping. This here. There we go. To sort of lock it, to hopefully keep it from unraveling. And I pulled out the center years later. Now to put away my Plarn. Oh, that's kind of heavy. I've made a lot of Plarn. So I've got several Plarn kits in here. See? Lots of Plarn. Plarn. In an Arizona Republic bag. I think I need a break. Okay. Bye. Bye.